Hi guys, welcome back to more Orville. We're moving on to episode 5, season 2. Well, the last episode pretty much summed up Ed's character, I feel, with the fact that he was manipulated into believing he was starting a relationship with someone new who come aboard the ship. She turned out to be a krill. But his decision-making process in allowing them to come and take her back and not hand her over to their authorities, will that go towards some sort of peace talks or diplomatic something or other? Who knows? Anyway, we're going to move on. Let's go watch episode 5.
Honestly, I don't see that it matters at this point, whether it's classified or not. This breakthrough represents an evolutionary tipping point. We can either go forward or backward. It's a simple do we or don't we.
Do we or don't we what?
I say we do.
So do I. What are we doing?
Okay.
Are you going to go public?
Interesting.
If we find something.
Species. Okay.
Alignment complete. Transmitters at full power. Now all we need is something to say.
Is this a spacefaring species or not?
Let's keep it simple.
It's kind of looking like they're not. But
Is anyone out there?
they're advanced, just not as advanced. Let's have a look. Ooh, an Earth-like planet. Interesting. Interesting, we may have first contact with a new species here, maybe. All the world's birthday cake.
So I know what I read in the official report, but I wanted to hear your version. It says
somebody new.
You punched your last captain in the face?
I did, sir.
Nice.
Knocked him out.
Out cold, yeah. They're a fiercely matriarchal species from the Izar system, totally dismissive of any and all males who appear to be dominant.
Ooh.
We didn't know the ship was Genesi until the commanding officer popped up on screen. Punched him right into next week, broke his nose. They helped
did
us
the right
repair our
thing.
entire power grid.
You'll give me a heads up if you're gonna hit me, yeah?
I can't promise that, sir.
Welcome aboard, Lieutenant. You can take your station.
Thank you, sir.
Which station would that be?
I know you guys were close with your last chief of security, and I know my reputation is a bit rough around the edges, but I can promise you both that if anyone comes at you or tries to take you down, I'm gonna mess them up first.
Yes, we've got a new chief security. Because I did not like the stoner dude. That was getting
What do you think?
tired. Fast.
Well,
Did you know what
since
phone
my
is?
birthday's on Tuesday, and since our birthdays are 6 days apart, I thought it might be fun to do, like, a joint party.
Why? Is this an order?
No, it's just a
No.
thought.
Is it necessary?
Then I do not wish to have a joint party. I am not afraid.
And he's right. Joint birthday, less stuff for everybody. It's a
Sucks.
trap, Borders.
Captain, I'm picking up a transmission from somewhere in the Gamma Valorum system.
That's a long way out.
This is going to
It
be
looks
this new
like
species.
old-style microwaves.
Do you know what? I would be really interested to see this as to how different they handle it and the way their procedures are and everything, because we class this, it's a well-known coined phrase and probably would be used if we ever get spacefaring properly, not just going to the moon. Not that we'll be around to see any of that. It is contact for the first time with other people, so it's called first contact. What else would you call it? I'm intrigued to see how they handle it and what this species is going to be like when they suddenly find out, along in the universe now.
Oh my God.
What?
It says, is anyone out there?
You're the first. Oh, this is
Checking
exciting.
records for any previous contact with that star system.
Nope.
All hands, this is the captain. Begin prepping all stations for first contact.
We're boldly going.
Gordon, set a course
This
for
is the
Gamma
whole point of
Valorum
being in
and
space.
engage quantum drive.
With
Right.
pleasure, sir.
To explore. Well, this should be good. As long as there's not something wrong with them, they're not like xenophobic or something, or terrified, or...
What do we know about these people from the initial communication?
Not a
They're
lot.
awaiting our arrival, and they've given us landing coordinates.
We decided against the joint birthday, correct?
Yes. Pre-warp, pre-light speed capable species. As to whether they're ready for that or not. How far along with their technology they need to be for them to be able to handle this. Look, it's aliens!
Okay, here
Well,
we go.
it's a good sign that there's not like loads of military and tanks there with all weapons pointing at you. Because, you know,
we could,
you don't know you've
make up
invited
fake
down
names,
here.
they wouldn't know. This is my first officer and crew.
On behalf of the people of our world, welcome to Rigor 2.
Welcome to the galaxy.
Well, he doesn't know what that is. Cool.
When a planet
Gotta
reaches
ask
out
it.
into space, as you have, whether by ship or by transmitted message, that's when we permit ourselves to make our presence known.
Thank you for that.
You asked if there was anyone out there.
We responded.
It's Union policy to answer.
Well, they have like some
This
weird thing
is how
that
we
they
sent the
do
message.
that's
It's the
unacceptable.
largest astronomical array anywhere on the planet.
You're different
Very
to the
nice.
rest.
We thought it would take decades, maybe even centuries
It took
before
like, what, a
anyone
day?
answered the message, but here you are.
I mean, you have stuff in sick bay that would probably look like magic to these guys.
Yeah,
Well, of
but
course.
see, a science that's about to happen. It's magnetic.
Yeah,
Well, how
well, if
much
I
do
gotta
you
have my
share?
appendix out, make sure you take me back to the ship.
You seem to have an unusually large number of premature births.
Yes, well, there are still some things that we can't prevent, but the technology improves every year.
What technology?
Dr. Phalar, we have an obstetric emergency in OR3.
Get lots of premature babies. What the fuck would cause that?
There it is.
Bundle pressure.
What's going on?
It's a C-section.
Oh, no.
There we are. Tie off the umbilical, prepare to close the incision.
Baby seems perfectly healthy, except for the fact that it's premature.
You're a doctor. You must know it's to prevent the infant from being born celiac.
What's celiac?
Sorry.
Oh, you probably have a different name where you come from. Celiacs are prone to violence, extreme destructive behavior.
What?
But we try to prevent them at all costs, which usually means an emergency C-section.
Very much.
That's bizarre. That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
For the first time in the history of our species, we can count among our friends, not just our countrymen, but the people who live among the stars.
Might not be friends for long.
I'm fascinated that there's no form of currency exchange.
Is
Our
needed.
currency is reputation. An individual's wealth is determined by their personal achievements, not their monetary value.
We believe that everyone deserves a fair chance at happiness. We all do better when we all do better.
Not the
Lieutenant
acquisition of
Chiali,
wealth.
I understand that your species boasts some impressive abilities.
You want me to balance a ball on my nose? Is that it? Okay. Is this something you're super attached to?
Go mangle it.
It's my birthday next week, and a first contact like this is the best gift I could have
know what that
possibly
means.
asked for.
What?
My birthday. It's next week.
Oh, shit.
Bortis is too.
There we go. There it is.
Prefect, what is the meaning of this?
You claim to be an advanced people, and yet you bring them into our midst?
I'm confused, as same as Ed. What? Them? Why? What? Because they have a birthday? I can't work out what problem they have.
Are all first contacts like this?
Everyone has a birthday because it's the day you were born. That baby that we just watched, that is now its birthday. Well, what's the fucking problem? You could at least explain.
Claire, what do you make of it?
Bizarre.
That C-section that we witnessed, it was completely unnecessary and highly dangerous for
Yeah.
both the infant and the mother.
I'm going to need more to. I'm going to need them to tell us why it's a problem.
What have you
because
done
I
with
can't
Kelly and
work
Bortis?
that out. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Tala, put him down!
Small extraction. It won't be painful.
For what? This is very incredibly naive. Thinking you know best here. That for all you know, they could have 300 armed guards beam down here and stop you all. You know.
Next.
You need to explain yourself, at least, that you owe at least that.
I want to know what the hell is happening here, and I want to know now.
You brought 2 Giliacs into the State Hall, where they could have done who knows what kind of
Nothing.
damage. They could have killed someone.
It's an astrological sign.
What?
Captain, this planet is governed by astrology.
Right.
What's astrology?
That's the reason for all the premature C-sections.
So everyone born under this star sign have tendencies to become violent. Well, you really are backward.
Arrested Kelly and Bortis because of their astrological signs?
Yeah.
The stars don't lie, Captain.
Oh dear. crap.
Surely you know that as well as we do, as advanced as you are.
Where have you taken them?
They'll be taken to the camp, same as all Gilliacs. The extractions have confirmed your birth dates, so you can go back to your ship.
Oh, so we're okay, but they
don't want you here.
This is different. I have never experienced anything in the Star Trek universe that did it in such a way, such a manner. An astrological fucking star sign system when you're born means your potential for violence. Yeah, that's not good.
Commander, what is this?
Bad birthday.
At what point do the Union in this world, at what point do they deem it acceptable to go ahead with the first contact with the species? You know, in the Star Trek universe, it's only when they venture out into space and are capable of going from their own star system and building technology that enables them to leave their own star system and travel to another one. In other words, to be able to meet other species, not just within the confines of their own system. So FTL capable, warp capable, whatever you want to call it, faster than light capable, them just being technology advanced enough to just send a message. I mean, we sent a message out into the space in the 1960s. Are we ready? We're not ready now. 60, 70 years ago. So I think this is a mistake. You shouldn't welcome or even interact with a species until they are on board their own vessels and they've ventured out of their system and looking to see who else is out here, because at least at that point their society has accepted a certain amount of parameters and a certain amount of understanding as to how the universe works, which is why the krill are such a strange species in this, because they're spacefaring, they have the technology, but they are still heavily reliant on a divine religion. It's unusual because you usually leave all that behind when you realize there's no God in the sky.
Look at you. People from another world, but still Gilliac trash, no matter where you're from. And you'll learn to obey the rules of this camp. The order comes straight from the office of the first prefect.
And how long do you intend to keep us?
Bortas and Kenny don't know.
This is now your home. I suggest you learn to like it. But you won't want to try anything like that again.
Still,
unless you're tired of living.
Old weapons, though. Just using projectiles.
Captain, I understand.
Why you're still willing to do that to your own
Extraction by
species?
force in the midst of a first contact. There's just no way in hell the Admiralty is going to give clearance for that.
Admiral, these people are nuts. The Regorians have even developed the technology to calculate precise age using tooth samples. Claire, tell them what you saw.
They are literally pulling infants from the womb weeks, even months early.
Why?
It's more complex than what we see as right and wrong. Think about the trial in Mockless. What if you'd gone in and taken Commander Bortus's infant by force?
Yeah, but unfortunately, I'm going to go with what Ed's going to say probably here. And you're like, yeah, but if they're that closed-minded because they're not spacefaring species, yeah, that was different because they are. These people, if we decide to go down and just say, look, we're not going to fight, we're not going to harm anyone, but we're taking our crew members, what are you going to do to stop us? And if you try, you're the ones that are becoming aggressive, not us.
But to go in guns blazing 24 hours after meeting these people, we're not the krill. You're going to have to find another way to do this.
A diplomatic way. And just go, you lot are different.
I am unclear concerning the astrological practice.
Studying the movements of celestial bodies.
That would seem scientifically unsound.
Oh, yes.
However, it would explain the satellites in orbit. They appear to be configured solely for astrometry, to measure the positions of stars, but not their spectral type or physical properties.
I want to talk to the prefect.
Do you think the Orville will be allowed to extract us?
On a first contact? No way.
On Mockless, there are those who believe in Declia, that one's fate is determined by the alignment of the stars on the day of his birth.
See?
I've been thinking the same thing. This whole thing went to hell when I told him it was my birthday.
This planet appears to share such beliefs.
Please, we're saving it in case they cut the food rations again.
Give it to me now.
Can't you see she's pregnant? We need the extra food.
Please, I'm begging you, we need the extra food.
Everyone for
Is there a
themselves
problem
here.
here? Give her back the food.
Get lost, girlie.
Give it back.
Yeah, good luck with him. Look at him. He's got 3 times your strength. Alpha male time.
Go away.
Go away. I'd love to be able to do that.
He is a coward. He will not return.
I'm Yukania. This is my husband, Roko.
I'm Kelly, and this is Bortis. Listen, is there anything you can tell us that might help us figure out a way out of here?
We need some info.
There is no way out.
You're telling us no one's ever tried to get out of this place.
Why would they? We belong here.
Oh, they've...
What?
Oh, they've got
We were all
society
born under the
convinced
sign of
it's their
Juliet.
fault.
Our tendencies are inherently violent. We're here for the good of society.
Wow, this society's
to protect
backward.
them from us.
You do not appear to be violent.
The stars don't lie.
Good Lord. They have their
As
entire
always, every
society
effort has been
convinced.
made to ensure that no births occur during this dark time.
Okay, my
Any
fault.
infants born during the next 30 days are to be
Oh, fault.
immediately turned over to the state for transport to the camps. May our great nation prevail. Good night.
So, by that way of thinking and by their logic, what you're basically saying is everybody who's not born in this 30-day period, anyone on this planet, has no violent tendencies whatsoever. So what if somebody does something of a violent nature or criminal behaviour? What then? Where does your science come from then? Or has it gone out the fucking window at that point?
He requests an audience.
Send him in.
You are very ignorant and arrogant to think that there's a ship in orbit that's not going to do whatever they need to do to get their crew back.
First contacts can be complex, and in this case, that would be an understatement.
Out of the
They don't belong on
They've
this
done
world
nothing
for a
wrong.
start.
They're Gilliacs. So what? Why are you defending them? You live among the stars.
We actually have this crazy system where we judge people by their actions, not their birth dates.
You are an advanced society. Now just stop and think about this. How can the relative position of a ball of gas and dust thousands of light years away
Influence
someone's personality?
We see living proof every single day. Yes, I do believe it. And even if I didn't, if I released a Gilliac, there would be a national uproar. I'll just think the universe is chaos, no order, no significance to anything. I shouldn't have reached out. It was a mistake.
Sir, if we could just...
Enough! Go home, Captain.
Nope.
Forget about your people. And please, forget about Rigor too.
Ed, you've been out there a month. I understand
A
what you must be going
month?
through, but there's a lot of internal pressure to get the Orville back on active duty. But we don't even know whether they're still alive.
Look, just one more week, please.
We're going to send a diplomatic envoy to continue trying to secure the release of those officers. It'll leave orbit within 24 hours.
I'm really surprised the Admiral here didn't say, I'm not telling you to do
You
this.
can't just leave her down there.
but-"
It's not up to me. We're gonna have to find another way.
Yeah.
We are looking for the equivalent of a legal loophole that just isn't there.
Yeah, everything we dig up says the same thing. Gilliacs are born criminals. They're violent, murderous.
Even a religious society can look back to its origins as to why it started and how it started. If you have an entire society that believes in something, they have to know where it comes from and why, not you just telling them.
We enter the sign of the Wasanda.
Oh, and now
To
it's
the
okay,
children
is it?
born this month, we honor you. The future leaders of this great planet. Your paths will be bathed in glory.
Segregation.
And you will be richly rewarded for your contributions.
Dear God.
Welcome.
Bortis, go to the infirmary and get the doctor.
No!
But we need the proper equipment
No. Please, no doctor.
Bortis, you have a kid. Any suggestions?
Will there be an egg?
Well, I was just going to say that.
Okay, right? On 3,
So
we're gonna
this
push.
baby born
1,
now will get to leave,
2,
according
3,
to your world.
push. Bortis, give me cloth,
Have every
towels,
opportunity.
anything.
Aye, Commander.
And a shoelace or something to tie off the umbilical cord.
Or are they just two-faced?
1, 2, 3, push.
Are they this backward to say that if these two are Gilliac or whatever they're called, that they belong here because they have violent tendencies, but she gives birth to one now, and he's just described to us how this person will be treated in their society when you're born in the next 30 days, in this particular star sign that they have, the one that comes after Gilliac. Will this baby get to leave and have all of that, or will you determine that this baby comes from parents that are Gilliac, therefore they'll have the same tendencies? Because if that's the case, then you are just completely... you're completely throwing your entire belief system out the window because you're just two-faced. You're hypocritical.
We need to do that again, okay? We need to do that again. Yes.
Here, Commander.
Push. Push. Rogel, meet your daughter.
So apparently there's nothing wrong with this child, right?
It is much easier with an egg.
It is.
Captain?
Please tell me you found
I have
something.
an idea.
What is it?
Isaac, put the constellation Gilliac on the viewer.
Can we focus a multispectral scanning beam on that entire region of space?
That's a massive scan. What are you looking for?
Black holes.
Well, that narrows the spectral field. Isaac, have a look. Well, I'll be damned.
Can you tell me exactly when the star collapsed?
3,122 years ago.
According to Rigor True's history, that's right around the time their astrological system emerged. And Gilliac was the unlucky sign.
Tala, I'm gonna buy you a bottle of scotch. All right. Now the question is,
well done,
what can we do with this?
If the star came back, that might exonerate the Gilliacs.
Well, how the hell are we supposed to create a star?
Yeah.
Maybe we don't have to.
Just the illusion of one. See, something just like that at
We tried so hard to make the timing work.
a very early civilization
Should have been born in
would
Gilliac.
create this kind of thing.
What will happen if she is found?
She'll be taken away. She's a Wasanda.
Yeah.
Born to lead, not rot away in the camps.
We should let them take her.
Yeah, I would.
She could grow up in prosperity, have every opportunity, every need provided.
Why did you have a
She
baby
needs her
then?
mother. We're not giving her up.
That's just stupid.
Check them all.
As a mother or a parent, you would go, I want to have a family, but we are Gilliac and we belong in a prison camp. That's the way our society is. If we have a baby, let's give them the chance. A one in however many different star signs. I'll say they have the same as us and they have 12. A 1 in 12 chance of becoming a born leader or a scholar or whatever, rather than being what we are. Why would you want to keep it here? That's whatever. Would they not have known you was already pregnant, though?
No. You have my pity.
Your wife has mine.
But self-truth is always cleansing. Say it.
Say what?
Kiss my
I'm
ass.
Gilliac trash.
That's gonna kick your ass.
Say it.
You're just a bully.
I'm Gilliac trash.
No contraband, sir.
So they're not even falling backward, they're also
Check
moronic.
under the floorboards.
No!
He's doing
No, Rogel, no, please don't take her! No! No, please let her stay!
Her life will be blessed.
No!
I don't know. I think it might have been better than just being religious. At this point, it would have been simpler to resolve.
This ends here and now.
What do you intend to do?
Something.
We're Gilliacs, born criminals, violent reprobates.
So let's be criminal.
And the way I see it, we're within first contact protocol if we're exactly who they want us to be.
We can launch it from a shuttle and position it so that the reflective light from the star will be visible from the surface of Rigor 2.
Reappeared?
Exactly.
What about their detection systems?
Thought of that. We build in a jamming device to fool their telemetry.
We'd use micro thrusters to hold the sail's position. Should be able to keep it stable indefinitely.
How soon can it be deployed?
Less than 12 hours.
If we have to fool them, we have to fool them. You will progress beyond this one day, but not now. Let's be criminals. The weird part is, no one's ever tried to escape. That's beyond levels of crazy. I'll discuss it after, because we're getting close to the end. Don't have much choice. I'm assuming it was a grenade. They're both pretty good with a bullet-propelled weapon to say they're not used to using them. When was the last time either of these two have fired a projectile weapon? We'd just be as useless trying to fire a phaser or a laser or a cannon.
You really do have my pity.
Are we ready with it yet? What? We're running out of time here. If you can fool a species into believing there's a star in their night sky, they're not ready to be in space. Just take easily. And then a couple of 100 years from now, when you're space faring, they'll come looking for you as the enemy.
They teach us savage and beyond reform.
You better hurry up with this. Funky. It's a holodeck in space. It's just the illusion of it. Well, their astrological charts know you're going to be in the right position, surely. Hope they're not detecting this.
Releasing clamps.
Activating thrusters.
So they said they can leave this here indefinitely until they develop an aircraft that can come up here and realise they've been had.
Arms at the ready!
Listen to me, all of you. You're worth more than they tell you. Remember that.
No fear on its face at all. There you go. I'm back. Your star's back. It's just a dead star.
on.
That's all it was.
Advisory has confirmed, Prefect. It's a star. Call an emergency session. What does it mean?
Need to rewrite your history books. That's what it means.
Change.
Laws. Yes. This has been fun. I've loved this one. This has been so good.
You really should be doing this in the mess hall. The krill attacked right now, we'd be screwed.
No. It's got to be here. John and I made something special for you guys.
On the bridge? Yeah, I hope no one attacks right now. It's funny.
It is amusing.
Thank you.
You really captured her essence deep down. She truly is a cartoon.
Oh, shush.
To this
Happy
planet.
birthday.
Only 4 weeks late. Not too bad.
Yeah. Yes. According to the diplomats, the last of the camps was open today.
There you go.
I have what might be an uncomfortable question.
What's gonna happen when the Rigorians figure out the star is fake?
Yeah.
That's actually a really good question. That lie meant freedom for an entire portion of the population, so the short answer is, I don't know. You had big shoes to fill, and I'm not kidding. And as far as I'm concerned, you filled them and then some.
Is that it? That was good. I'm sorry I took so much in that episode. It's over an hour long. Right. That was a brilliant episode. The one thing I wanted to mention, the only thing that just didn't seem to add up for me, was... So your society's been like this for God knows how many generations, and you put people in prison camps. But we heard from said inhabitants of those camps, what happened last time someone tried to escape? Nowhere is inescapable. There is always a way out. Well, no one's ever tried. Why would we try to escape? We belong here. Society has deemed that this is necessary because we have violent tendencies. They bought in to the lie, the whole belief that they were doing the right thing to protect their own society. So if that's the case, and no one would even attempt to try to escape, why did you need so many guards? If no one is willing to escape, why do you even need walls or cells or a prison type building to keep people there? If you've got an entire group of people that is utterly convinced that they're meant to be all together in one place, away from the rest of society because there is something wrong with them, and they are perfectly well adjusted to accept that, you don't need walls to contain them, and you don't need dickhead fucking prison guards like that, because that's a prison guard. whatever you want to call it, that was a guy who loved his job and being able to put down those that he thought he had the right to. That was the other thing I was going to mention. I have done a way shit ton of talking and commentary in that episode, so I'm going to shut up and let you go about your business and do whatever it is you're doing once you've watched this episode. Right then, I will be back with episode 6 next week, guys. Until then, thanks a lot for watching. By all means, post your comments down below. I will see you for the next one in a week. Take care.